Hi everyone, this is Krista with Art Graphic Studio. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, then welcome back. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to upload, resize if necessary, and assemble my ribbon card blanks. There are two sizes of cards in this set, a 5x7 and an A2. These are card blanks that you can decorate to your own taste or occasion. I have provided some idea cards, but decorations are not included in the Etsy files. So let's get started. If you have not already downloaded your SVG file, you can go to my Etsy shop by going to etsy.com and searching for Art Graphic Studio. Then scroll or search for the SVG you're looking for. If you are a Cricut Design Space user, you may be able to access my free designs. For more information, see my note at the end of this video. Sometimes, depending upon your system and or your software, you may have to resize your uploaded design before you can make it. While I'm demonstrating this in Cricut Design Space, the same principles apply no matter what software you're using. So to get started, you'll need to upload your design files. Now, typically in Cricut, this is going to be an SVG file, but there might be other files, PDFs or PNGs or JPEGs. So let's go to Upload, Upload Image, and Browse. Now we're going to go to where we know our files are, in this case, crafts and envelopes. Now today I'm going to show you on this 4.5 by 9.5 inch envelope. So I'll open that and open the SVG file. Now here's our file. So let's upload that. And here it is. Now let's just click on that. And you see this green border? That indicates that it's selected. So we want to add that to our canvas over on the lower right. Now here we have it. Let's make it a little smaller so we can see the whole thing. Now you can see it's all grouped, but before we ungroup it, we need to do one thing, and that is to resize it, or to see if we need to resize it. In this case, I said I wanted a 4.5 by 9.5 inch card. So I'm going to create a rectangle, unlock the edit, and change that to a width of 9.5 and a height of 4.5. Oops, 9.5. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to move this size that I know to be the correct size into place. About there. And as you can see, that's pretty close. So I think I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it now. But let's say, for example, our envelope or whatever our project was came in at a different size. So here's the size we wanted. But as we can see, it's way too small. So what we want to do now is to adjust the size of the project. In this case, it's an envelope. So I'm just going to grab the corner and I'm going to expand it until I get it about where I think it ought to be. Now I've gotten it a little too big, so I'm going to reduce that. And there, that's about what we need for it to be. So we don't need our rectangle anymore. And here we are, ready to start designating our score lines. So now we know it's the right size. Let's go ahead and ungroup it. Now we want to change our score lines into score lines because they come in as cut lines. And in order to do that, click on the area that you know to be your score lines. And the way you know these will be score lines is because this box right here turns red. So we want to change basic cut to score. Now you can see that we have our score lines. Now all you have to do is select both your score lines and your design and attach them. Now you're ready to make it. And when it comes up, you can see that your score lines and your design is all on your cutting board and ready to cut. This is the ribbon card blank, and the one I'm showing you now is the A2 size, but the bundle also comes in the 5x7 size. This is the bow, this is the back or the base, this is the ribbon, and these are the decor. Now you can decorate it any way you'd like, but what is included in the bundle is the blank. Okay, let's get started. Now this first score line is going to be a mountain fold. And the next one is going to be a valley fold. Now when you decorate this, when you make this, these two will be glued together. But before you glue those two sides together, you'll want to add your ribbon here, so that when you fold it under, the edges of the ribbon will be hidden. And this is just for decor. It's purposely short so that you can add something special here. The first thing we want to do is we want to make the bow. So the way the bow goes together is you will fold each side in. Don't crease it, but fold each side in and glue it here. So you glue that, and then you'll do the next one, and you'll glue that, so that they all overlap. So let's do that. Now you can hold it, but I think what I'll do is I'll put a paper clip on that. And let that dry. And then we'll come back to it and do the other two pieces so that they fold like this. We'll give that just a couple of minutes. So we have bent over the part that came up around and glued it down there. And that's all there is to making the bow. Now what we want to do is we want to add the decor to the background. And this will go here. And this will go here. Now this is the front of the card, because it'll go like this. And I've also provided you with a decor for this side if you want to use it. So we'll glue those down and we'll be right back. Now we've got those glued down. Now this will glue to here, like this. So this is the way the card will work. But before you glue that down, we want to put our ribbon. And you can use ribbon, you can use the paper, the cardstock, or you can use actual ribbon or lace, whatever you'd like to do. And so what we'll do is we'll glue that down like this. And once we have those glued down, then we want to go ahead and glue this to the back. And then we're going to let that dry for just a few minutes. Okay, there we have that. Now we have our bow, and we can go ahead and just glue our bow down here. And of course, you can use actual ribbon instead of the paper that I've provided. That's just up to you. And then we're going to let that dry. And there we have it. That's all you need. See you next time. This is the ribbon card in a 5x7, and it does come together a little bit differently so that you can print it out on 12x12 cardstock. This is the ribbon. Of course, you can use actual ribbon if you'd like to, or lace. This is just provided to you so that you can make it out of cardstock if you want to. And these are the decor piece panels. Now this is the base, and the base, this side of the base will glue to this side of the base. And this score line here is a mountain fold. Now we're going to glue this to here, and this will be a fold here as well. But we'll run our glue along here, and then we'll glue it to the back of this, like that. We'll line those up carefully. And then we will let that dry for just a minute. And while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and put together our bow. And the way this works is you will fold these in and glue them to the center. Each one of those will be glued to the center there. Just like that. So we'll do that right now. Now the card will fold like this, but we need to put our decor on next. Like this. And you can put your sentiment, either one of these. This will be the front of the card, this will be the inside piece, and this will be the sentiment panel. So I will glue those on and I'll be right back. And this is what our blank will look like. You will decorate it, after you download it, you will decorate it to your own taste or occasion. But this is the way it will look. Now before we glue this to here, I'm going to put my ribbon, and in this case it's a cardstock. I'm going to glue it to wherever I want it on this front panel. You can put it in the center, you can put it here, you can put it wherever you'd like to. I'm going to put it a little bit to the left. And then I'm going to make sure there's enough room to put this ribbon on here. Line it up there, and then we're going to fold the bottom over the edge. And once we've done that, then we can glue this here. And we will let that dry. Now while that's drying, let's go ahead and take our paper clip off, and this is our center part, and it will wrap around the bow like this. Just like that. And we will glue it to the back here. A little too much. And then we're going to let that dry. Okay, now that our card is dry, we will attach our bow to the card, and you can put it at the top or bottom, wherever you'd like to put it. And you can glue it on, or you can use some tear and tape, or even a dimensional, whatever you'd like to do. I am going to glue mine on. And I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to put something a little heavy on it and let that dry for a minute. So here's our finished card, blank, in the 5x7 size. And that's all there is to it. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video useful, don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and notification bell to stay informed about more exciting projects. I appreciate you watching my video, and I will see you next time. If you're a Cricut Design Space user, you can access some of my shared projects by opening Cricut Design Space, and on the home screen, in the search bar, type Art, Graphics, Studio, and press Enter. Then scroll down to Community Members and click on Art Graphics Studio. There you'll find all of my shared projects.